Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? Open Sports Mike. Others will hopefully be jumping in. I don't know where they're at, but sometimes it takes time. But anyway, it's me and Dylan right now. Jamie and Joe just wrapped up. Joe said he couldn't make it, but Jamie said he could possibly jump in. Evan's watching the end of the Cavs game. Big Rich is still under the weather with the medicine, and Logan's supposed to jump in tonight. That was supposed to be a surprise. I don't know where he is. Anyway, Dylan, how are you, my man?
Oh, I'm good. By the way, I'm thankful to not be freezing off my buns here in the 239. Sorry. It's about 60 degrees outside right now. If anybody's dealing with snow or ice, they could always come here.
Or falling in your driveway, walking to your mailbox, and you hit your head off the ice. You feel
I've done,
wonderful right now.
I've
Yeah,
done
that's
that. I've done that before, only playing football in my driveway and then knocking myself cockeyed. So you and I.
um yeah, I don't know. I was walking down my driveway and fresh snow was on top and just right down, man. Right down. Fell right on my back, right on the upper back, hit my head. For all I know, I could have like a mini concussion. I don't know. I'm able to drink, so I'm able to swallow, so I still have all the functions, I guess.
You probably feel like Sam Donut with all the hits he took last night, right?
Dude, that dude just cannot play in prime time. Back to back weeks, getting blown out. Um, just not good. Jeremy obviously will be here later. I'm sure he'll wanna bullshit about that. Watching that debacle. I'm
What
sure he
was
will.
what was part of Minnesota's problem the offensive line, or maybe more so lack of offensive line, because Minnesota gave up 4 sacks in week 8, and last night that could have been about 400 sacks. I mean, it seemed like Donald was under duress the whole night.
I did not watch the game. I got home late. Obviously, I don't have ESPN, so I could not watch this game. I don't have
Wait,
cable at my house.
do you have like Hulu?
I don't have anything. I work too much. I have an antenna that gets me about 60 channels. I'm able to watch Ion, all the Pawn Stars, Counting Cars, all the murder mystery shows.
What
It's enough for me when I'm home. I mean, if there's a real good sporting event on, it's usually on regular TV.
the football game was on ABC last night. It was simulcast on an ABC.
I did not know. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even look. I got home and just kind of looked on Google the whole time. I realized I didn't have to watch this game because it was a blowout before you knew it. I mean,
Uh,
and Jared Verse, I think, got a touchdown from what I'm seeing. Looks like Kyron Williams caught a touchdown. Um, I didn't see the other guy caught a touchdown, but I mean, these Rams getting forced out of their home, just had a lot of angry to play for it. I mean, is LA going to be okay if they get another home game?
who knows? I mean, hopefully. I mean, unless hopefully. By the way, Dalton prayers to everybody affected by the LA wildfires. We're looking after you, and hopefully, you all get some water because I don't want to see LA under burning.
Look, the damage is done. LA is. I mean, that's a mess. That's
I mean,
over. I'm.
honestly, Adam, LA's going to look like what Fort Myers Beach did after Hurricane Ian.
This is going to be way worse once this is all cleaned up.
Oh yeah, it's. I think the number could start with a three, and I don't mean 3 billion. I don't mean 33 billion. I mean 300 billion.
I was thinking this one might be in the trillion.
California's the fifth biggest.
Think about it. This thing rolled through Palisades, right? And there's only mansions there that are worth 7, 8, 12, 15 million, maybe even more. This is going to be in the trillions to replace. I also didn't understand. I usually don't talk about this shit on the sports show, but tonight we are for a real quick brief. I didn't understand, Dylan, how. So we had all these fires, right? They just blow through and destroy all these mansions. I don't understand how these people don't have gas in their house anywhere. Or was it shut off? Because this place should be a crater.
I don't know exactly how people bought or build homes, especially on the ocean, because I never. That's why I never buy a home on the ocean because guess what? Whether it be wind from a fire, wind and water from a hurricane, guess what? The most dangerous place to be is on the water because guess what? Everything. If you have the wrong wind coming, whether it be an onshore wind coming here or the wind coming downhill, guess what? You're in deep doo doo.
And we saw what happened on the downhill, right? With downhill was the swirling out, and that's what took all the bay water out into the ocean, right?
And
Was that on the downward swing in Tampa? All the bay water got washed out because of the winds current coming
yeah,
down and wiping all the bay out.
yeah, what saved Tampa in Hurricane Milton was the storm going south, and instead of hitting directly or maybe even worse a little north. Remember in Ian with the storm coming more or less this way, it meant everything south of where the eye hit was impacted by water. So it didn't matter whether you were in Bonita or Fort Myers Beach. Everyone got water, even Collier County. But Fort Myers Beach was literally washed out to sea. I mean, they were buildings that were here from 40,
Ages.
50 years before I was born. Probably when probably, I mean, how long you visited Florida?
I've never been to Fort Myers. I don't think so. I've been to Tampa. I've been to St. Pete. I've been Clearwater, obviously. If you're in St. Pete, you're in Clearwater. I've been up and down the whole other side of Florida. I've been Jacksonville, Daytona, Deltona, Sawgrass, TPC. I lived in Fort Lauderdale for a little bit.
I lived in Broward County for 3 years. Tamarack.
But yeah, Broward County, that's where I was. Yep. Like 30 minutes out of Miami, I believe.
And I needed
Depending how you drive. Let's rephrase that.
an interpreter going everywhere because they were either speaking Spanish, Portuguese, German, or some other language.
Well, I mean that's kind of like the new norm, I guess. I don't know. Um, but like I remember watching. Was that Ian, the one that was like a Cat 5 or an F or Cat 5 whenever it hit land? Was that Ian? Was that the big one?
Yeah, Ian was 150 mile an hour, 140.
I can't remember. I was watching videos of it because I am amazed. I'm a storm tracker. I love watching these things. I just my son, he might be a storm tracker one day. But I remember watching this video, and they didn't have time to get out. Like, they just didn't leave their house, and they were on the beach, and Ian was swirling around their house, and they were in the eye, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen because they were videoing it, they were live, and they looked straight up, and it was all blue skies. Like, they were in the middle of the eye, like it was wide open. There were blue skies, the sun was shining. It was probably one of the neatest videos I've ever seen, and then I never saw it again. So I don't know if they made it or what, but I know I saw it, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah. I actually have a close friend who rode out hurricane on Cape Cod, and his house saw like a foot of water. I mean, it could have been much worse. I mean, the neighbor's house lost its roof. And I know people who lost homes, who lost suffered more damage. I mean, here we only lost trees and were without power for like 34.5 hours. But um, it could have been so much worse. I mean, that's why I live inland, because guess what? You can all you can prepare for the wind. You can't prepare for the water,
No,
especially.
once that storm surge hits, you don't know if you're going to get 10 feet. You don't know if you're going to get 15 feet. You don't know if you're going to get 3 feet.
And I don't know what it is, but Tampa always avoids major hurricanes. Somebody explain them apples.
That's because the bay gets sucked out, and all that water pushes it a little bit east and west. I mean, it's the north and south.
I don't know if there's some scientific reason why Tampa avoids hurricanes. I mean, I interviewed a friend who's in the Tampa who rode out Hurricane Charlie in Punta Gorda.
Right?
Hey, it's Mr. Haley Steinfeld.
Hey, what's up? I wish.
Where you at, James? We're just looking at a black screen, huh?
It's the black screen of death.
I had to finish my show with Joe. He's not coming on, by the way. He's just tired.
I know. Why are you in a black screen?
It's not a black screen. It's my basement.
I can't see you.
It's the one with the picture right there, the lacrosse picture.
We can't see you.
James, we can't see you, buddy.
Why can't you see me? I'm it's not a blank screen.
Oh, well, I'm looking at a black screen, James.
It was.
How are you wait, how are you looking at a black screen?
Because that's what you are.
How are you looking at a black
There we go.
That's what you.
James, you like your new background that I put up there for you today?
Yeah. I did. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I changed that real quick. I was like, I wonder if Jamie will notice.
I noticed and it was freaking awesome. It was hilarious.
So how was your show tonight, bud?
It went great. Guess what? Joe and I are jumping on board to your point of view now of Tomlin being canned, and guess what? I think it is time. You know why?
Why?
Because I think a lot of candidates are going to want that job because it's the Steelers if you let them go.
Yeah, but the Steelers don't fire coaches. The Steelers.
You guys always.
Yeah, but did
you hear what
Kirk Herbstreit said on the stream, right?
You guys always put me on the spot. Who would you want to coach? And I'm on Jamie's page. Like, who wouldn't want to coach here?
I'll tell you this: if the Steelers
there's longevity here. Why wouldn't you want to coach here? Why wouldn't you want to leave your job and come to Pittsburgh? I mean, you guys always ask me who would I want to coach, and I never thought of asking the question of who's not going to want to quit their coaching job and come to Pittsburgh. I never thought of asking that question until I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, why didn't I ever think of saying that? By the way, Jamie, just to let you know, I fell and wiped out my back and hit my head pretty good outside on the ice and snow today. So just to let you know, just catching you up. But Jamie, back to your point, I completely agree, like, with your statement. And And you agreed with me last year at the end of the season as well that it's time for Tomlin to go.
Yeah, I did.
And it's a shame that he hits that 10-win streak, gets over his numbers, gets the getting that fucking rusty thing in Canton going on, and unfortunately, coaches for Canton should be we as a team because you coach teams. I understand that but it's not based on playoff performance anymore for Canton. Because if it was, Hines Ward would be in. He's got 2 Super Bowls and an MVP in the Super Bowl. He would be in on playoff numbers. I mean,
what does Canton think about longevity though? That's the thing,
For what, Pittsburgh?
No,
We've had 3 coaches since '68.
I know.
And I just feel that this one's run stale. I mean, it just has.
I saw it after.
I had a feeling though, if we had social media like we do now when Cowher was coach, I'm sure a lot of us would all be saying the same thing, because getting to the AFC Championship game was cool, getting to the Super Bowl was cool, losing sucked, and then we went on a drought. And I'm sure we would have been saying the same things about Cowher. It's not a race issue. It's a get the job done issue.
Right.
It has nothing to do with race. It's get the job done.
I will say this, Adam. Part of Pittsburgh's problem is that the Steelers are so defensively oriented. They seem the higher defense. They have the highest payroll in defense. But Pittsburgh needs a young offensive mind. I think the Steelers better off trading Tom. Or better yet, maybe Tom decides, you know what? I'll be a TV guy, make $8-10 million a year. And then Ben Johnson doesn't have to be a head coach for one of these crappy teams.
I think Mike Tomlin would be a very, very boring TV guy.
I'm telling you right now, I think Mike Tomlin would. I think Mike Tomlin would be better than Tom Brady and Tony Romo.
Well, Tom Brady's also on a leash.
Oh, guess what? They said I saw an article saying he's not going to return next year on Fox despite having a 10-year contract.
Thank goodness.
Look, Tom Brady kind of screwed himself by not being able to talk football because he became the part owner of the Raiders.
Well,
whenever they put a lot of
up to the number 1 again, just like last year.
They put a lot of stipulations on Tom Brady being an announcer and an owner. So Tom Brady could never really go full blast on the air. He was always held back because if he said something wrong, slipped, anything, he would have been fired on the spot. So that could be a reason why Tom Brady was not a good TV guy. I'm just throwing that out there.
I didn't think he did. I thought the games I watched, I thought he did a good job. He knew his football and everything. He knew the game.
Yeah, but TV12 doesn't have the voice for TV.
Yeah, but he's got the pretty boy look.
Oh gosh, pretty boy.
Yeah, but you only see them twice, 3 times a game.
But anyway, like I said, maybe Greg Olsen will get bumped up to number 1 again if that happens.
That's if he
I
doesn't.
I saw something today that there might be something in the works for Wilson coming to Pittsburgh for Mike Tomlin going to the Jets.
What are you talking about for Greg Olsen? Are you saying
Greg Wilson? Wilson, the wide receiver for the Jets.
Oh, Garrett Wilson.
I'm sorry. I saw that someone said that this trade was on the table right now.
Wait a minute. Why would the
first round 2026 Garrett Wilson from Mike Tomlin?
Ooh.
I saw it on Twitter, and I don't know where I saw it. I don't know what page I was on.
To your point, Dylan, I think Ben Johnson to Pittsburgh makes sense because how Pittsburgh's always been about running the football, and Ben Johnson's that kind of my offensive mind.
Yeah, and then figure out the offensive line. I mean, look at Detroit's off now. Partly is they've got like 18 Hall of Famers on that team. I mean, they've got the best right tackle in football, the best slot receiver, the best 1-2 running back combo, a top 10 quarterback. Is that
The
because
Steelers
Doesn't
are
mean
gonna
they're all.
want
That doesn't mean they're all Hall of Famers, though.
the Steelers are going to obviously want somebody who continues the Pittsburgh way where you run the football and play good defense. That's what they've always been.
I saw someone threw the head coach of Notre Dame out there as a prospect.
No,
For the
no,
Steelers,
no,
Marcus
no,
Freeman of the Steelers.
no.
Someone
no,
threw that out there. I didn't really pay too much attention because
I don't know if he'd want to leave Notre Dame. I mean, I think he's comfortable at Notre Dame.
I don't think he'll make the same mistake Brian Kelly did.
I don't blame him for doing that. That ended up being a blessing. He could go to LSU, get better recruits than he did at Notre Dame, while Marcus Freeman was a younger guy to help the program continue what Kelly did.
Actually,
I was happy Kelly left. I was fine with that.
Actually, I've got a couple of sources. I don't think Brian Kelly wanted to stay because he knew how college football would be. I think Kelly went to LSU for the money.
Well, no, right, but what does money bring in? Better recruits in the SEC. That's what happens.
I don't know. I mean, LSU or LSU. Yeah.
Yeah, but LSU still brings in like there's still an SEC team that brings in like top 10 or top 5 recruits, regardless of who the coach has been.
Well, then, if that were the case, then how come they lost to USC,
Alabama? Go look at their recruiting class. They have like a top 10 class under Kelly right now.
Well, LSU could recruit itself. I mean,
That's what I said, Dylan. I said that. That's why he took that job, because he knew LSU could recruit itself.
Why are we all in Bill's Kellers?
Notre Dame, they couldn't.
I just noticed that we're in Bill's Kellers. All of us. We got the blue and the red.
because Pittsburgh as a city is very much like Buffalo, a blue collar, hardworking city.
Sure did. So, by the way, speaking of head coaching opportunities, who wants to be the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys?
A lot of candidates are going to want that job too, just because it's the Cowboys.
Yeah, but a lot of, like Rich always says, who wants to put up with Jerry Jones?
Well,
did anyone see the AI thing I posted of Jerry Jones?
Well, oh yeah, I fired Mike McCarthy because he looks like a fucking pork chop. I hate that big ass play sheet that he holds. We all know it's a Perkins menu. and we don't really need a coach. I'm the coach. I'm 82 years old, even though I'm wasted on Blue Bonnet beer, whatever. I could be the coach. I'm 82 years old. That's so true, though. It's obviously AI, but it's true.
It's funny. Holy cow! I was laughing
because he looks like a fucking pork chop.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction right now. I don't believe Deion Sanders becomes Cowboy head coach. I'll tell you what I think happens.
They're talking to him right now, though. They're in serious talks with him.
That's what I heard.
I don't think Jerry Jones is bringing in Deion Sanders to be head coach of the Cowboys. I'll tell you what I think.
Kellen Moore.
Yes, Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore will be head coach of the Cowboys.
The yes guy.
Kellen Moore played and coached for the Cowboys. We'll see what he's doing in Philadelphia.
And to be honest with you, guess what, Dylan? When he was our offensive coordinator, I think secretly when he was McCarthy's offensive coordinator, they wanted him to be the head coach in waiting, basically, Kellen Moore. I think that was the plan all along.
But Dallas's problem is they either waited too long, not paid guys soon enough, paid guys too early, or in Dak's case, paid him way too much money because the Cowboys.
They had to because he was their quarterback. They had to pay him.
No, they didn't. They didn't have to pay him.
Yes, they did. He was a franchise quarterback.
Dak's a good quarterback, but there's a difference between Dak Prescott and Josh Allen. I mean, Josh Allen's.
Yeah, that's obvious. you're stating the obvious, Dylan, but there's a difference between Josh Allen and Prescott. The whole league could figure that out.
No, but if you're going to pay a quarterback 50, 60 million, he's got to be. I'll pay Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Stafford, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert.
Not every single quarterback can be those guys, though. That's the thing. You wish they could, but in reality, they couldn't.
Baker at 30 or 35 million is perfect. Like,
right?
I don't think. But Sam Darnold at 60 million, no, 30 or 35 million, fun.
Yes, I agree with that.
And by the way, I got another bold prediction on Sammy. I think Sam Darnold is the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts next year.
What do they do with Anthony Richardson, though? They're still trying to develop him.
Bye-bye.
Anthony Richardson did a lot of dumb shit.
He was playing well at the end of the year.
He did a lot of dumb shit.
I think the Colts. I mean, we've seen teams get rid of.
Luckily, like I said, the Colts have a lot of cap money to play with too, which is good.
And they've got a lot of pieces. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, Pierce, Downs. I mean, Quentin Nelson.
Mo Alley Cox. Mo Alley Cox, Zuri Franklin.
Well, they may need a tight end, but this is a great tight end draft with Warren and Loveland from Michigan.
I was just saying, Mo Alley Cox fits Indy well. Not like Marcus Pollard or nothing, but he still fits him well.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Adam, I don't know would you how about we do this straight up for next year? I think the Patriots beat the Steelers in terms of wins in 2025.
The Patriots with Mike Vrabel.
Yes.
And we have no idea who their wide receiver cores are. We don't know this.
I think the Patriots beat the Steelers.
Drake May, I think, takes another step in his development, though.
I like Drake May.
Yeah.
I have no problem with Drake May.
I think
we'll see. We'll talk about that bet down the line.
I still think Mayo got screwed after 1 year, though. You don't get rid of a coach after 1 year like that with the team he had.
I mean, my team got rid of a coach who should not be named after 13 games because he hung out in Cleveland in balls too much.
Hey,
we talked about that after the game on Saturday.
You can name him. He's on Fox big Saturday kickoff on Fox College Football now. He still landed a job after that.
And by the way, I met him on purpose. I met him in person. Excuse me.
Who are we talking about?
Urban Meyer.
I met him in person twice.
Was he a dick? Was he a nice guy? What do we got?
Well, one was his daughter ended up playing in my school, and I ended up doing a story for the paper that night.
Okay. But I mean, was he a nice guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. And then I met him before a Gator game once. 2008.
This is when he was head coach of Florida, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Tebow. And by the way,
Tebow, right?
Yep. And by the way, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know the news, Jamie, because you know the news faster than I do.
Guess what? Guess what? Cam Newton technically has 2 national championships. You know why?
Oh yeah, because he was the backup at Florida.
A lot of people don't know that, by the way.
But wasn't he kicked off the team that year for stealing laptops?
Yeah, then he had to go to junior college and play.
Wasn't that murder? Wasn't that
and
whole
then he
team?
went to Auburn as a JUCO transfer.
Wasn't that whole team very
crazy?
Tebow's backup his freshman year. Cam Newton was.
Wasn't that whole team kind of suspicious?
Well, um, yeah.
Laura Rutledge went to University of Florida.
Oh gosh, what next? What
Aaron
next?
Andrews did too.
Oh, we go from coaches talking about Mo Rutledge and Aaron Andrews. Oh my god!
No, because it's relative to University of Florida. We're talking University of Florida things.
Oh gosh! Oh.
I never knew that. I didn't know Aaron Andrews went to Florida.
Yeah, she was actually she was on the Gators dance team. And Laura Rutledge went there too for broadcasting. Laura Rutledge competed in beauty pageants and was named and won Miss Florida in 2012.
Oh, by the way, Chris
Really?
Collinsworth went to Florida
Yeah.
too.
What?
Chris Collinsworth went to Florida too.
His nephew and his sons went to Notre Dame, and he's a broadcaster. But his nephew Austin played football at Notre Dame too.
By the way, I need to get Jack Collinsworth. I'm like, are you going to the ATL on Monday night?
He's a year older than I am, Jack Collinsworth. He's a millennial like me. He'll be 30 this year.
I'm 32.
Are we going with Ohio State or
I'll be 29 in November.
are we going with the Irish or Ohio State?
If Ohio State plays like they did in the playoff, Notre Dame's got no chance. But
yeah, but they haven't. If you saw the way Notre Dame's defense has played all playoff, though, like Ohio State,
It's been like that all season, Jamie. Are you aware that it's been like that all season? They lead the NCAA and take over points or take away.
I
points.
watched them. Their defense is like a concrete raw. They don't give up like anything when you watch them.
148 points off turnovers. That's crazy.
Yeah, because Al Golden just throws he throws an aggressive. He just throws the kitchen sink on every play. That's why.
So, going back to the wild card weekend, anything surprising? I mean, LA Houston, maybe that Justin Herbert threw in a stinker.
That was a surprise. Joe and I talked about that on our show, but the Commanders over Tampa, I think that was a surprise.
Why? It was just a repeat of week 1.
In reverse.
Right. It was in Tampa, though. That's why. First down, Tampa Bay.
I was surprised that only one home team or lost. I was surprised. Usually it goes 2-2.
I heard they're actually thinking about changing the format for next year because of what happened to Minnesota.
Why? Why?
So
that
because they were a 14 win team playing in the
doesn't
wild.
matter. Why would you screw over a division winner?
They want to I don't know, but they want to change it to possibly the top 4 teams with the highest winning percentages.
So get rid of the divisions then. Get rid of the divisions then.
There was a time where they did it away with that, though. There was a time back in the 90s where if you won the wild card, you could still host a playoff game because you could be the number 4 seed and win the wild card. There wasn't a four
Yeah, there were only 3 divisions.
It was only 3 division winners.
Yeah, it would have been the AFC West, AFC Central, and AFC East.
But I mean, that would change everything if they went ahead and did this because one team had 14 wins and didn't win the division. That's not the league's fault. Why? They didn't win their division. They didn't win. They did not. They didn't.
If you have a better record, you should get in.
If they don't qualify for a home game, and why should we cater to them?
I don't know. I mean, I think people made such a big deal after what the.
I mean, if you want to make a big deal, the Chargers won 11 games, and they had to go to Houston. who won 9 or 8, whatever it was.
10.
Well, Washington won 12 and Tampa hosted with 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're going to change it for one team, you got to do it for everyone.
That's what
Well,
they want to
why
do.
not just get rid of
They
the
want to change
divisions?
it for everyone. That's what they want to do.
So just get rid of the divisions. Top 4 records get home games, and
Yeah,
the next.
But by winning percentage, that's how they want. They're thinking about wanting to do it that way.
You have to get rid of divisions then, because that don't mean shit.
Right. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Like you'd have to go, okay, here's what we're gonna do: West Division, East Division, let's go, and that might even realign everything.
Mhm.
Maybe have the Chiefs and Bills play twice a year.
That might
I
put
would
the
be down
Chiefs.
with
That
that.
might put
I
the
would be
Chiefs.
down with that. You kidding me?
Well, that might put the Chiefs in the West. That might put the Detroit Lions in the East.
Detroit belongs in the North. I mean, it makes it easier when the 4 North teams.
Dylan, are you listening to the conversation we're having?
Yes.
If we're gonna go with the top 4 top division, or not division winners, just top 4 records get home games, and the number 1 seed gets the bye, we have to get rid of divisions.
I know.
It would be full realignment. You'd have to. There'd be no more. There'd be no more NFC East. There'd be no more NFC West. It would just be NFC versus AFC.
Yeah, but you look at like the NFC North teams, and maybe we overrated them because they played the NFC West and the AFC South this year. I don't know about you, and as a fan of a team in the NFC South, we all stunk this year.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
I know,
but we'd have to realign everything. You would have to. There's no way you could keep it if we're doing West versus East. That's going to push some teams East and West.
I don't think it's. I mean, college football got rid of divisions, so I mean.
No, they haven't. They still have the
Yeah,
Big
they
12, the Big 10.
Yeah, they did. They got rid of divisions, not conferences.
Right, but if you're going to do the top 4 seeds with the best records get home games, you can't keep the divisions anymore. That would be a full realignment of the NFL. That'd be utter chaos. If they cater to the Minnesota Vikings because they couldn't win their division and got screwed out of a home game. That's probably never going to happen again. I guarantee it.
So, Adam, another year, another one and done for the Steelers. Does Russell Wilson have a future in Pittsburgh?
I don't know what the hell they're doing with this guy. I don't know. I've stated my case. I feel like I'm watching Joe Flacco whenever he played for the Browns and the arm died in the later half of the year. I just heard that we signed Skylar Thompson.
Oh, gosh.
When did you sign him?
I don't know. I saw it on Twitter. I have no idea who reported it. I forget who I read. Someone said the Steelers are signing Skylar Thompson, former quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. I was like, what?
Hey, like I said, you need it. All you need with Pittsburgh,
Skylar fucking Thompson.
It's because all you need is a guy that can play, that can manage the offense and play Pittsburgh Steelers football. Run the football and don't screw up the offense, like Rich always says.
No, Skylar Thompson not the answer. What do they do with Russ? I have no idea. Is he going to be seeking more money?
I think you might end up having to draft a quarterback, Adam. Like
that would probably,
but
who's going to be there? Who's going to be there at the 26th fucking pick?
No, I didn't. That's where I'm getting. You're probably going to have to draft like a second, third, or fourth round guy because that's nobody's going to be there when you pick.
Um,
You may have to find like a gem or something. Who knows?
Well, I mean, unless they did the immaculate and traded up.
I would. Yeah, but I wouldn't. Pittsburgh.
This is not a good. This is not a good quarterback class.
Pittsburgh's always. Well, yeah, I wouldn't trade up because I view draft picks like they're worth a lot because the Steelers have always treated their draft picks like I said they've always been a built through the draft team.
Yeah, that was with Kevin Colbert. I don't know how I feel about Omar Khan drafting yet. He's only been here 2 years.
Honestly, Adam, this draft is better than 22, but it's not much better. It's certainly not 23 or 24, where the top 3 quarterbacks look like can't miss prospects. I mean,
yeah,
I think
even Bryce Young's starting to come around after he got benched.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think Cam would have been like the 5th or 6th quarterback in last year's draft. I think Cam Ward goes number 1.
I think he should play another year. I think he should play another year and get more developed.
That's what Carson Beck did. He transferred to Miami to get another year so that he could probably increase his draft stock and be one of the top 226 quarterbacks.
I saw that. I saw that. That was a good move on.
Yeah, but
Carson Beck still has trouble throwing that deep ball. Unless he can develop that, that's going to be the key to Carson Beck.
He's going to Miami because the Cavendier twins play on Miami, and one of the Cavendier twins is his girlfriend.
The twin sisters that do their dance thing on YouTube.
They're the basketball players at Miami, the blondes. Oh, no. One of them's his girlfriend.
I saw them and I'm like, what is this?
One of them's his girlfriend, and and obviously I think he wants to play at Miami, to be closer to her.
Can't blame him. Can't blame him. Who doesn't want to be closer to a loved one?
Mm-hmm. You should see these girls. They're cute, too.
I know. I see them on YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
They're always dancing in their Miami uniforms.
Oh, yeah. God.
Dylan, you never seen them?
I think they've been... yes, I've heard of them.
When does Pitt play Miami?
Oh, gosh. Miami women's basketball schedule.
They just lost to Syracuse, their last game.
Let me see.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to the Pete to watch a women's basketball game.
You could have seen them December 15th. Miami won 62-56.
Tells you how much I really pay attention. Anyway, all right. Off of the Twins. All right. What were we talking about? Wild card weekend. The Steelers getting blown out. Did anyone not predict that?
I thought Baltimore would have put up about 298 rushing yards.
Listen, I've been saying it all year long. The only way the Steelers were losing this game was if the Ravens beat themselves. And that means they quit running the ball, and quit running the ball.
Uh-huh.
Because if you finally figured it out, you can run on this Steeler team. You just got, and that rookie, I don't remember his name. I know Matt was talking about him on the show with us on Saturday after the game. It starts with an R. I have no idea. But he contained TJ Watt the whole game. And for a rookie, that is absolutely phenomenal. Number 61, I believe, was his number.
Oh, the right
but,
guy.
What's his name?
Ravens, right?
Start with an R.
Nick Samak.
Roger Rosengarten, the rookie right, the
Rookie
rookie
right tackle. Yep. That's him. But he contained TJ Watt the whole game almost.
I don't think TJ Watt's been 100% the last 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, but it is Roger Rosengarten.
So I don't know. I said the final was going to be 35-14, 35-17, something in that range. I was close. I think the Ravens kind of let off the gas a little bit towards the end because they could have had another touchdown. I think Derrick Henry went down just to keep the clock running.
Oh gosh, are we going to mention Saquon Barkley taking in the when he could have run for another 70-yard touchdown?
Smart play.
I mean, at that point,
Unless you had him in fantasy and you're ready to shit him.
or DFS, which I did on Sunday. Luckily, we cashed.
But I mean, sometimes this is playoff football. You got to play smart, not dumb.
I mean, I saw Todd Gurley twice in 1 year take knees when he could have gotten walking touchdowns.
Could have. Cost me a lot. I remember. I had a girlie on my team. Awful.
But the Rams
Awful.
won both games, and Sean McVay only cares about wins. So, Jamie.
Listen,
Oh,
they
go
don't give a
ahead.
shit about fantasy. Winning is still the bottom fucking line.
As Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Yeah.
So, Jamie,
Yeah.
you've got a monumental showdown this Sunday night with a guy named Lamar Jackson. So, how do the Bills win this game?
Contain Lamar Jackson, keep him on the inside of the pocket. Don't let him get to the outside. And Derrick Henry just swarming tackle. Don't get anybody healthy and on offense. Keep up with them. And if it comes down to a game-winning field goal, we got to make it. So there you go, because of what happened last year in the divisional round.
It's the pressure on Sean McDermott because, Josh Allen's thrown 9 touchdowns in 2 playoff games and lost. The Bills have had doinkers, they've had stinkers. But it's the pressure on Sean McDermott to win this game.
I just think I don't think they're well, no, there is, because we got to win the Super Bowl now. But I mean, McDermott's not going to say it, but he knows there is pressure. He just takes it it's 1-0 every week. That's how he says it, 1-0 and one day at a time.
And Adam, I mean, your team faced the Bills in wildcard weekend last year, but
We got fucking blown out, dude.
you would have been blown out whether that game was playing in Antarctica, Hawaii, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, or Miami.
We got blown out. We like I said, like two of the 3 wins in the playoffs in the last 14 years now, were by Chris Boswell kicking 6 field goals in 2 of the 3 wins. In both games, he kicked 6 field goals. And the other one, we played against Matt Moore, the backup quarterback for the Dolphins.
And I think Matt Moore might have been concussed in that game.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, we haven't beaten anyone when we play the elites. We're just not there.
I mean, you lost to freaking Blake Bortles at home. Blake Bortles.
That was the 45-42 game, right?
Yeah.
I could
That was the game where Ben threw 2 interceptions that went back to the house, I believe.
Yeah, why?
and the Steelers could not stop Lenny Fournette the whole season.
Dude, that was when Leonard Fournette was in great shape and a lot more healthier than he was now. I mean,
Yeah,
Leonard Fournette was a beast.
he was.
I think
I
a lot of
wish we
people
had dra-
forget that.
I wish
They
Then
we
you
had-
guys, then you guys almost walked in. I think you got destroyed actually by the Patriots, didn't you?
I mean, we were leading with like a couple minutes left, and I'm like, are we going to have a Nick Foles, Blake Bortles Super Bowl?
And then Brady pulled off the comeback in the end.
Always.
After we killed Gronk.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't. If they got rid of Tomlin, that I'd be excited.
What if I hear Steelers trade Mike Tomlin to the Bears?
Give us what are we gonna take? What are they gonna give up?
Chicago's got 2 second-round picks.
Okay, we still need a player in return. We're gonna take DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, you need yeah, you could have another.
We're gonna take Cole Kmet, obviously Keenan Allen, and oh my gosh, look who is here! Holy cow!
Who are you people?
What's up, Logan?
Logan.
Jesus,
What's up?
nothing, man. What are you doing? You camping out? What are you doing?
I don't know. I for some reason there's a big bright light next to me.
I see
I
that.
think it's Jesus. How is everyone?
Good.
I'm doing good, man. You?
Good. I don't know. I've been stuck in this hole waiting for Adam to put me in the game, and he finally called me out after like a year and a half.
You text me and said I want to come on, buddy. I
did.
never say
I
no.
did. I know.
I never say no to
No.
you wanting to come on, boss.
Yeah, you never say no when. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Anyway,
say anything.
yeah. So what's going on, man?
Well, I get on and Dylan jumps off, so it's whatever. See if I care, but no.
I think he went to fill his drink.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is he drinking on behalf? Nothing much is going on with me. I'm being a miserable Cardinal fan, so I'm trying to love on the Yankees a little bit. That's been pretty fun, but
I'm gonna text Jason because he said he can be on. He said he could be on
At
between
least your
10.
team. At least your team didn't have to move out of Oakland, though.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, Oakland is just
Even
sad
look-
right now.
I mean, look at the Chicago White Sox. Even though they had the worst record in the league, at least their team isn't moving.
Yeah, it's funny. I've watched a whole bunch of stuff on the Bulls and Jerry Reinsdorf, and yeah, it's funny that he's, so talented in one sport and terrible in the other sport. So
Yeah.
I just text Jason and he was all excited. So I said Logan might be coming on, and he's like, "Oh, I got to be there."
Robbie
What?
Bobsled. Who the heck is that?
what is this crap about the Patriots? This is baseball talk, right? Or am I on the football show?
We're on an open mic. This is the open mic.
Open. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, here's
You're
my
perfect
here's-
for open mic. You got your comedic satire is funny.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm a little bit rusty, but I do know that the Patriots suck. I'm so smart.
Well, I mean, they beat the Bills week 18. Well, the Bills backups.
Yeah, but Joe Milton auditioned his way to another team, I think.
Says
Ooh.
Hashtag Sports.
So what are our thoughts? What are Mike Vrabel going to the Patriots? Obviously, he's Jared Mayo getting screwed. What's
I
his
think it's
floor?
a good hire, but Mayo got screwed. There you go.
His floor obviously would be 4 to 5 wins, and his ceiling would be winning the AFC East if it exists still. So Logan, we were talking earlier about them catering to the Minnesota Vikings because they had 14 wins and got screwed out of a home game. They should have won their division.
Oh,
I was
So
saying they're thinking the NFL wants to change their playoff format now because of that.
don't worry, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get our baseball talk here in 5 minutes. Jason just said he'll be here in 5 minutes.
oh gosh. I was fashionably late, so that means that nobody else is supposed to be fashionably late.
Oh, Jay was running late
Later
at
than
work.
me.
Jay was
I
running
am
late at
top
work. It's
billing.
only 7. It's only 7 o'clock out in his land.
I was told that I was top billing and that you were paying me at least $1,000 per 10 minutes.
Right, right. So you're gonna have to last now till Jason gets here. I know you
Oh,
have trouble lasting.
yeah. 5 minutes is like an eternity for me. Oh gosh.
Hey, Logan.
It's like
I've got
500 times more than the average male.
Hey, Logan.
Sorry.
I've got a question. Could you last the entire World Series of Poker main event?
Oh no. No, I love poker. I would do terrible. Who is the guy that I like?
Chris
there are a
Moneymaker.
couple.
Chris Moneymaker.
Yeah, there's a couple of those guys. I'm just like, man, I'll watch the poker and I'm like, how did you pull that off? I mean, I would, if I had your pocket aces, I would have been like all in. You guys wouldn't have seen me, and somehow I would still end up losing. So
You know what? One time, this is true. One time, I won a felt Wilhelmuth, and then I want him to say, "Why are you playing that hand? I would never play Jack 8 suited, you piece of."
Oh, you can say it. This is an open mic. You're allowed to spit. You're allowed to say it. Dylan.
I don't swear.
You're all things go. Adam is fully ready to accept all consequences. He's not afraid to anger all you right wing people. He loves that he voted for Kamala, and he's got a Kamala tramp stamp in the back.
Jesus Christ.
What in the?
Jesus Crumity, Logan. Jesus.
He's got a body pillow of Kamala in his bed. He loves it.
God.
Absolutely. That I did find it funny though. It did look like the Bidens voted for Trump.
I have no idea.
Usually you wear your Keller that you voted for, like to the election box, and Jill comes out in an all red dress.
Joe did?
Jill.
Oh, Jill. I was like, wow, I wish I don't even pay attention to politics. I just know, hey, this is who Adam would definitely hate, and he would hate to be associated with this person. So I'm gonna I know that you follow Tim Walz now, and you guys are like best friends.
Oh, dude, we're like this. We're gonna go burn down Minnesota.
That'd be awesome.
And just let it happen.
Well, LA's pretty much burning down.
Yeah.
That's because my good buddy my good buddy Gabby Newsom.
Gabby Newsom. You're the best friend.
I would never vote for them, but anyway.
You guys got bracelets too? I was so mad.
I would wear the candy bracelet so I could have something to munch on.
I'm not even gonna go I'm not gonna go deeper into this one, Adam. I know you're trying to rope me, but I wanted to. I was thinking about LA yesterday. I was like, I am so sorry for LA being all, or burning down and all that stuff. But could it just go a little bit south and burn down the Rams stadium? Because by golly, I hate Stan Kroenke, whatever his name is, Kroenke, with a fiery passion after he screwed over St. Louis. I'm like, that would just be the greatest thing ever, is if he had his precious stadium burned down and, have to go somewhere else for 3 years while his new stadium is being built.
Well, here comes the guy that's going to pay you more for being on the show, Logan.
Oh, okay, good. As a Dodgers fan, he's got, nothing but money, and I'm supposed to be paid more than Roki Sasaki, Jason. So please ensure that I get paid 15 years for $800 billion. I will do deferred money for 800 billion of those dollars to be deferred over the next 25,000 years. So that's fine.
Okay, because Andrew Friedman has my right ear, so he's going to listen to every damn thing I have to say. You got it, Logan. Anything for you, Yadier Molina.
They basically do. I mean, it's basically fantasy baseball over there. They're like, oh yeah, you want this? Oh yeah, here's a candy store. Here, just go in and get everything you want.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell every other hater out there. Blame the system. Don't blame the Dodgers. The Dodgers are really taking advantage of the system.
Why are some of these teams not spending money? I mean, the Minnesota Twins, the Mariners, the Pirates. I mean, the Reds aren't in a great market. The Rays. Why are some of these
the Reds hired a great manager though, Terry Francona.
And they got
Is he a great manager still? Is he out of time though?
I don't know. I mean, Bruce Bochy won a World Series in 23.
Yeah, but he was always kind of cutting edge, and he was a little bit ahead of his time with the Padres, I always thought. And even the Giants a little bit.
Yeah, but now everything's all pitch clock and things like that.
By the way, I'm not hating on the Dodgers. I just would like to get paid. I would like to I want to
took advantage of that for years too.
Yeah, I want to understand why, what players want the deferred money for. Like, oh yeah, here's a $15 million contract spread over 8 years. It's like, what am I even getting paid?
Well,
anyways,
their main thought process behind that is that by deferring a lot of that salary from their contracts in the last few years of the contracts, that leaves open the possibility for the team to sign more free agents, so that way they don't have to be strapped to long-term deals on high AAVs throughout the duration of those long-term deals.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And hey, Logan, you can hit on the Dodgers, man. I don't care. I don't expect everybody to kiss my ass because of the Dodgers. All right, it makes no difference to me, man.
Why would I kiss your butt over the Dodgers?
Because it's Dodger blue, and you love it.
Oh. Yeah, I've been needing some new toilet paper. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's interesting. I was thinking of dynasties the other day because I've been on a big basketball kick. With the 80s Lakers and Celtics, 90s Bulls, kind of the Pistons to a certain degree, and then the Yankees.
Pistons.
Yeah.
The 90s Yankees even a little bit, or late 90s, I should say. And I was thinking, we haven't really seen a baseball dynasty in a while. Since
the Yankees would have been the last one. I mean, nobody's going back to back since the Yankees won 3 in a row, 98, 99, 2000.
Yep.
But
right.
I think part of the reason why nobody's going back to back is, you've got to win 11 or now maybe 13 games, depending on if you play that extra round. But, the Dodgers look like they could win the next couple of series with everybody, assuming they're all healthy.
Yeah. And
I'm waiting for Jay to bash his team and then watch him do really, really good.
Hey, by the way, Jason, did the Philadelphia Eagles at least give you the Philly cheesesteak participation trophy for Sunday?
They gave him the Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, right up our asses. Hell's to the no, man. I don't think so.
Did you see the guy that made the Philly cream cheese hat?
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty clever.
That's pretty funny.
I like that. I like that.
Hey, but Jason, how are you doing with everything out there? I know it's been tough, but
So yeah, where I live, guys, in California, I'm in the central San Joaquin Valley in Fresno. So we're about 5.5 hours away from Los Angeles. So we're about as safe from the fires as we can be. We are starting to get a lot of the smoke and a lot of the air particulates because the breezes are pushing the smoke from the fires over the hills and into the valley here. And our valley it's shaped like a large bowl, and so when you get all that crap from the air that comes down, it just settles in there. Especially this time of year when we don't have a lot of precipitation. But I have a friend who lives down in Santa Monica, and he was just let back into his apartment the other day, and it's like, where he's at with his apartment complex, he looks to the east, looks to the south, looks to the north, and it's just nothing but charred remains. It's just amazing.
Is his apartment still there, or is it burned to smithereens?
No, it's still there. He actually lives about 2.5 miles from where you don't want to call it the epicenter, but from where the bulk of the fires took place. But it was.
So he's not exactly in. So he's not in. He's not exactly by the ocean. He's more somewhere.
Yeah, so he's
not near the Palisade fire, right?
right. Correct. Yeah, he's nowhere near the Palisades fire.
Jay, I meant to ask you, like, you were gonna go down and help on Saturday. Was that Saturday we talked?
Yeah, correct.
Where would have you been able to make it through with all the
No,
cartels and all that breaking into all the houses? Did you read up on that? Did you see it?
Yeah, I read up on that, and
that was crazy. That was crazy,
yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff, and I'm not surprised, but that's some crazy stuff. I wouldn't have been able to make it down there anyway because when I texted him to let him know that I was thinking about going down and what time I was going to leave, he said, "Don't bother," because CHP had all the streets blocked off, and they were only letting local residents in. So I would, even if with or without the cartels, I wouldn't have been able to make it down there anyway. So. That's
Well,
why
it's all controlled because they're all trying to get rid of the Diddy evidence anyway. So,
yeah, I've heard that one too.
I didn't hear much about it. Did the Playboy Mansion end up burning down? Did Diddy's Mansion end up burning down too?
Hey, Playboy Mansion will last forever.
Yeah, from what I heard,
it's not the Playboy Mansion anymore. Someone else bought it. It's not the Playboy Mansion anymore.
Yeah, I don't know who bought it, but no, from what I heard, it's still standing.
Okay, well, that means I wasn't sure, like, because Diddy, I guess, like, Palisades was here, and then like right over the highway was where the Playboy and Diddy's Mansion were, right somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how far. I have no idea. I don't know much about the area at all. I just know I looked on a map, and I'm like, the map doesn't tell me shit.
Yeah, it really doesn't. You guys would actually have to be there and drive the highways and the side roads to truly understand the uniqueness of the geography of the area. So, I mean, the maps only give you just like a 10% idea of what it's really like down there. So it's much different.
I've been watching Twitter and everything.
Adam was looking up the Sunset Strip because he thought he was going to see a bunch of strippers, but yeah, he was just disappointed by that.
Hopefully the Viper Room is still standing. Yeesh.
Logan's been tearing me apart the whole show. I love it.
Yeah, I can tell I can tell this guy's on a roll right now. Yadier Molina.
He told me I voted for the color blue in the election and voted for all this going on.
Nice.
He's got a tramp stamp and a body color.
It looks like the Playboy Mansion and Diddy's Mansion are still okay.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
I got this. This might be a lightheaded joke, but you know that loser mayor in LA, Karen Bass, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a joke here. Take the B out of her name, and guess what her name is? Karen.
Yeah, and her first name is Karen, if you know what that is in reference to as well. So, right. Boom, double whammy right there.
Hi, Karen.
I don't get it.
I love you, Logan. I love you.
It's all right, Logan. We still like you anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll explain to you what a Karen is at a later time, so it's all right.
Is that
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing special.
No, it ain't.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Right.
okay,
on
okay.
through.
LeBron
Anyways.
James said that.
Yeah, when he was wearing the little nurse or the little maid outfit.
Hey, listen, this is Jason's best friend here, okay? He partied with Diddy and LeBron multiple times. He knew Jeffrey Epstein, so
Not
all
only
those
did I
LA
know him,
guys know each other.
not only did I know him, I was on the fucking plane, man. What are you talking about?
So Jason, I mean, we're still still what 4 weeks from camp opening up. Where do you see Alex
Yeah.
Bregman going? Because he and Anthony
Oh,
Santander
yeah, this is
are
a sports
probably
show.
the biggest. Throwing Pete
Mhm.
Alonso. Those three are the big hitters still left.
Mhm. Yeah. Honestly, I think Bregman's going to end up in Detroit. That's my feeling. His old manager AJ Hinch is there. If the Red Sox really, really, really wanted him as badly as they led on to believe, he would already be in Boston as we speak. And the list of suitors out there for Alex Bregman is few and far between. You can list Detroit, Boston, Houston still has expressed interest in bringing him
Toronto?
back. Toronto, yeah, on a lower deal. I don't see him ending up in Toronto, Dylan. It just, to me, Bregman and Canada go together as Karen Bass and common sense. It just wouldn't flow. So I think at the end of the day, I think he'll probably end up in Detroit.
Karen
The only
Bass
Bass
and
I
Common
like is
Sense.
Tyler Bass.
Is Karen Bass like really smart or something? Is she wicked
No.
smart?
No,
No.
she's
Is that the joke?
well.
Is that
Okay,
she's really smart and she's a funny human being, lovable in every way?
so
Or
the term no, Logan. The term Karen is in reference to somebody who constantly gripes and bickers and bitches and rants and is hypocritical about other people and other policies and.
And her last name, you take out the B and in her name, and she's.
Oh, you
Karen
guys are talking about
Bass.
my mom. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Your mom was.
Wow. Okay. So
That's
Dylan, who was the other guy you were asking about?
Your mom.
Anthony Santander.
Oh boy, Santander. That's
He's going to Yankees.
yeah, well, he could go to the Blue Jays too. I mean, Toronto apparently has an offer out there for him. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know why nobody wants to be in Toronto though.
Canada.
well, yeah. Oh,
No one
Canada.
likes
I know.
Europe.
Trudeau.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
Trudeau's no
Isn't it
longer
going to
prime
be?
minister.
Isn't it going to be? Isn't it going to be our 51st state?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Well,
Greenland.
Yeah, the day I swim in the Gulf of America.
All right. We're getting well off track. But there is a reason why he said that, just to let everyone know. He didn't say that to make shit up.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Speaking of which, let's talk about our immigration policies.
All right, guys. I've got a question.
So
I've
Dylan,
got- back to sports, please.
yes,
Back to sports, please.
yes, please.
The division round this weekend.
My
Texans-
birthday's Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday! Do the Texans have a chance of beating Pat Mahomes in the playoffs?
The Texans.
Because
Look, these Texans are.
No Karens allowed.
I'm not sure who typed
So-
that.
So Dylan, I think the Texans have enough to stay around in the game, but ultimately the league is going to make sure that Kansas City wins. The head official who's going to be calling the game this weekend has called more Kansas City Chiefs games this season or the last 2 years than any other official. Oh, and by the way, the Chiefs get about 99.98% of the benefit of the calls when this dipstick calls their games. So, I mean, Houston, again, they're built on
Wait,
defense.
I talked about this I talked about this guy earlier in the year.
Clay Morton.
No,
Yeah.
no, this guy was the referee for the Buffalo game, but the Chiefs still lost.
Well, ultimately, I think the league.
I'm just
the
letting you
league-
know. I'm just letting you know because I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I talked about it with Jamie and Joe.
Oh, okay.
Breaking
Got it.
news.
But
So-
Joe said this is January football. What happens to the Chiefs in January football?
They win, baby. They just win.
Yep.
You guys have been on for an hour and 15 minutes. I thought you started at 9.
Yeah, Eastern.
Well, they had to wait for my story
Oh.
ass to get off of work because I have a job.
Oh,
So sorry.
I thought he was saying. I thought he said 9 Central.
Sorry.
I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We were just bullshitting anyway before you all got here anyway.
Yeah, Dylan.
That-
I think
that was me.
Dylan. I think Houston can stick around with Kansas City, but ultimately the Chiefs' defense is pretty darn good too. And I think Steve Spagnuolo is going to bring everything but the kitchen sink to get C.J. Stroud off of his game. And I also saw today where the Texans cut Deontay Johnson, and I'm like, why?
I pick Houston in an upset.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, why? But
Why
still,
do number one receivers leave Pittsburgh and do nothing?
luck of the draw.
Look at the draw. That's why I'm taking Houston. Look at the draw.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like Antonio Brown. Okay, he won one. If he would have played in New England, he might have won 2 with Brady whenever he was there with him.
And then
Yeah.
Tony Brown striptease himself out of the league against the Jets.
Antonio Brown was a hell of a receiver in Pittsburgh. I don't care.
He was.
I think he's second all time in yards.
I think about Arian Foster daily, so I don't know. I don't know if anyone else does, but I think of him whenever like I'm in the shower and just in my dreams.
Oh gosh, does this turn into the? No, I'm not going to say. So
I remember Arian Foster was good on my fantasy teams for about 2 consecutive years, and then he got injured, and I'm like, God damn it. So that was
He was
that.
great on my fantasy.
That
I
was
remember
that.
the year. I remember the year CJ2K put up 2,000 yards on my team.
Yeah, all right.
Karen's loud.
Washington, Detroit. Can Jane Daniels and the Commanders keep up this hot streak? Because we know Detroit's going to be humming.
Well, Detroit's had a long time off. I don't know if there's going to be residual rust on them, but I got to tell you.
There might be more residual rust on the Chiefs with Kansas City not having a game for 24 days.
Yeah, there could be. But
Dylan,
I got to tell you.
I'm trying not to look at Logan. That was fucking funny.
From who?
Oh,
I'm
Logan,
just-
whatever.
I'm just-
You're just doing your fucking neck sprint. I don't know what the fuck you were doing. You were doing like a quagmire.
No, that's Dylan. Dylan's moving his head.
No, that's you.
Well, I'm imitating Dylan right now.
No, all right.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was actually looking at Dylan, and I was like, his mouth is not matching the voice. I didn't realize it was Jamie talking for the last 10 seconds. I thought I was having a stroke right then. And I thought, oh, okay, this is life now. I'm gonna be paralyzed from the side down. It's gonna be like, ah. Anyways,
Logan,
Well, we were talking about
Logan,
Night at the Rocks. We were talking about Night at the Roxbury today at work.
nice.
Logan, I've got a question. What kind of physical activity? What is your weekly or daily workout?
Hey, listen, that's a little personal. Never mind. I do a couple fists a day. Let's see.
You get
My
fisted?
physical daily workout is I run a little bit. I
You
try
run
to. At
5
least.
days.
Oh no, I'm not stupid.
You see all those medals?
Is that you doing
Yeah.
all the? Let's look at this. Ugh. Yeah, they look the same as like whenever I had my face farther away. Hold on, let me look at this.
Okay.
It looks nice. Or did you get any first place?
Yeah, I did. When I ran the women's wellness race in
Oh, okay.
Cool Springs.
I thought you were gonna say you ran the women's race. I was like, why?
That's a
All
high
right, so
mark.
back to divisional game.
Good job, Dylan.
You ran the
I think the Redskins might be able to pull this off. Who knows?
Logan Dylan's not Leah Thomas. Don't worry. Anyway,
The Redskins. That seems
Yeah,
like
isn't that what
problematic
they're
name.
called now? Way back to
Commanders.
Redskins.
the
Oh, I
Command Skins.
Redskins.
I don't know.
Command Skins. I'm gonna call them the Washington Red Command Skins.
So
Does anyone think Washington's going to pull this off this week?
I do. Jada Daniels, big game. Jada Daniels, baby, shows
they
up.
seemed
Big
so
baller.
scared on was it Sunday that they played? They were so
Big baller.
like,
Big game. Jaden.
they seemed so scared that like the kicker was like having a seizure the whole
Like Jerry
time.
Judy. I call him Big Booty Judy. But anyway.
Hey, that was never mind. But I think the Lions are just too good. I don't pay attention to football much, but I do know that my best friend Dan Campbell is like the greatest coach of all time. It's okay. I don't remember half of my best friends. So, but yeah, Dan Campbell, I think the Lions are just really good, and Dan Campbell is awesome. So, go Lions. I think it's a Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl, right? Like, that's the favorite.
Eagles and Chiefs.
Just
Oh,
like
really?
2 years ago.
I think you're all wrong. I'll tell you what I think happens this weekend. 3 home teams win, and 1 road team wins. And you know what? I think instead of fly Eagles fly, I think it'll be cry Eagles cry after the LA Rams beat the Eagles. I said before the year the Rams would end up on Championship Sunday. They will when they beat the Eagles.
I'm not saying anything. This kid over here said the Niners were not going to make the playoffs, and we all laughed. So I don't know what the fuck to believe.
Right. When I see the Rams right now, they kind of remind me not of the New Orleans Saints in 2005, but if you guys remember, after Hurricane Katrina hit, the Saints used Hurricane Katrina as extra motivation to go out and kick everybody else's ass down the football field en route to a Super Bowl. And the Rams right now, not only are they really good and really young and really hungry to prove that they can win, but they are extra motivated because of the fires in LA to prove we're a bunch of badasses. You better watch out for us. And Sean McVay,
Pretty boy. I love him.
Well, hey, he may be a pretty boy, Jamie, but he's one hell of a fucking coach.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I
Pretty
mean,
boy,
he
but
is.
I love him.
I would be so bold as to say he's the best coach in the National Football League. But you can make an argument for Andy Reid. You can make an argument for Nick Sirianni. You can make an argument for Mike Tomlin.
Wait a minute. Nick Sirianni's not even the best coach on his own team.
Logan, Dylan, I said you can make an argument. I didn't say he was. What I'm getting to is that because the Rams are so good, so young, so hungry, and motivated by the LA Fires, they're using that as boom momentum to just push on through, and they're literally telling every team they play, "Come stop us, give us your best. We'll see what you got."
The Chargers were not that motivated.
I never buy into the Chargers anymore, even with Harbaugh. Never buy into them. And look, Justin Herbert. 4 interceptions. Well, I mean, there's nothing else you can. If it wasn't for Justin Herbert, Jordan Love would have had the worst weekend of all the quarterbacks in the playoffs. Thank you, Justin Herbert, for taking all the pressure off my pretty boy quarterback.
You think another quarterback would have made the Chargers better? I mean, obviously, like 4 interceptions is, but do you think, like, was it just Herbert like already hitting his ceiling as a quarterback, or do you think like a better quarterback would have just made that
That was-
like taking the Chargers all the way?
No, that was just one bad game. That was just one bad game. I mean, Green Bay never had a chance once. Nixon fumbled the opening kickoff. I mean, Philly just hit Green Bay in the mouth. I'm be honest with you. If Sean McVay would have been coaching the Eagles that game, that final score would have been like 42-8.
It should have been. I mean, I'll get back to Justin Herbert in a second, Logan. But if you look at that Green Bay Philly game, Green Bay should have had a total of 4 turnovers in that game because there was another fumble that they recovered. Of course, Jordan Love threw the 2 interceptions. So it should have been much worse. Philly won, but they didn't play a clean game. They had their issues too. And if it wasn't for Green Bay's defense, thank God for that, it would have been a much worse score. But getting back to Justin Herbert, Logan, I love Justin Herbert. I think, he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I really do. I think the problem is that the team that they were playing stacked all their guys in the box, and they brought everybody on different pass rush situations. They were hiding all of their schemes, and Herbert tried to do too much. And ultimately, at the end of plus his offensive line did give him a lot of protection. And when you don't have all of those elements working for you, it's going to be hard to win football games, whoever you are, whether you're Justin Herbert or Patrick Mahomes or whoever it is. But I would take Justin Herbert any day of the week and twice on Sunday as a quarterback.
Justin Sherbert ice cream, though.
Exactly, Justin Sherbert ice cream. I also think too that when you look at the makeup of this Chargers team, Jim Harbaugh stepped in to a lot of Brandon Staley's retreads and leftovers from the last 2 or 3 previous drafts. We're not really going to see how good Justin Herbert can be until Jim Harbaugh starts putting the team together in his vision, where Harbaugh actually gets to start scouting and developing guys and drafting them. Because again, this is pretty much leftovers from Brandon Staley's mess, and we saw what a great job he did. So let's not throw the gauntlet
Quentin
down.
Johnson, Joshua Palmer, they had some good
Mike Williams,
receivers.
Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, gone.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just looking at what they have now. But those 2 receivers are pretty good.
No,
Then they
no,
have this.
no.
Then they have this
No.
other rookie that just got drafted named Ladd.
Lad
Lane
McConkey.
McConkey.
He's a handsome young lad, McConkey.
By the way, Adam, Quentin Johnson literally could not catch a cold in Alaska naked. I mean, he got a bagel.
Okay, well, like I said, it was a bad game for the Chargers.
I would
was.
not
Everyone-
want to catch a cold in Alaska.
Did
Nick.
anyone?
Please,
Okay,
Mike.
before
You don't
this
want
game
to.
started, did anyone think Houston was gonna win?
Nope.
Yes, I did. I quit buying into the Chargers years ago. Forget
I
it.
thought it was going to be closer.
Jason,
What?
I lose my money on the Falcons and Chargers. Unfortunately, I forgot to take into account that the Chargers were playing the 3rd straight road game, and young quarterbacks making their playoff debut or playing their 2nd playoff game sometimes have stinkers. That happened with Sam Darnold, happened with Justin Herbert. I mean, you know what? Peyton Manning had bad playoff games. Dan Fouts played bad. I've seen Dan Marino. Hell, Joe Montana was benched in a playoff game. Joe Montana,
Was that when you played with the Chiefs?
the Niners, in 1987, the strike year when the Niners lost to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings beat Joe Montana, Jerry Rice at Candlestick.
Gotcha.
Somebody had I don't know who caught like a million passes that game, but Anthony Carter caught 10 passes for 27 yards. Oh my goodness. How about
Should've
Joe
just let him
Montana in this game? 12 for 26, 109 yards, interception. Eesh.
Look, they all had bad
Not
games
good.
every once in a while. It happens.
And one of those passes, and that pick was returned for a touchdown. That was a pick 6.
It happens. It happens. I mean, bad games happen. We all know that.
Were you disappointed by the Steelers?
No, I thought they were going to lose.
I was kind of surprised that people were like, "Oh, the Steelers." Do you blame Mike Tomlin? Like
I think
for
he needs
everything?
I think he needs fired.
You think he needs
Logan,
to be fired?
it's been 8 years since we won a playoff game. I was saying this before you popped on. So since we lost to Green Bay in 2011, we literally have 3 playoff wins since then, and 2 of them were on Chris Boswell's 6 field goals in both games. We won 18-12 and 18-16, and then we beat Matt Moore, a backup to a backup quarterback of the Dolphins. Those are the 3 Steeler wins in the last 13 years.
2011. Good lord,
Right.
it was like forever ago.
Let's see. Pirates coaches have made the playoffs and got fired. Penguins have gone through 2 different coaches. I don't know. It's gone stale, dude. It really has. It's so boring.
Oh, sorry, guys. I have to go. See you.
All right, Dill.
You, Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we didn't say anything until he left. I felt a sense of unity right there, just like just a moment of silence.
That was the first time he actually said, "I gotta go." Normally, he just clicks leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, normally he just clicks leave studio and leaves, and we're all like, "Where the fuck did he go?"
Oh gosh. Who put no Karens allowed like 5 times in the chat?
Well, that's because we're running on all those channels.
Oh,
So when it gets typed, it just pops up on all of them.
Spunky Spectrum Sports.
That's
That's
him.
Dylan.
Hold on, I'm trying to read this. As a barber, I love the men's cams. It is every stage of beard growth. What?
I guess it was shaved. Jade's got the shadow. Logan, you got the shade, and I got the fuck full hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay then. Polar Knights. Yeah, I feel bad for the Steelers. I feel like they should be a lot better than, like, you would think after the Patriots won 7 that the Steelers would be like, "Hey,
Patriots only won 6. All right.
in your like head," or
No,
I
they
think
only-
like is
the
one
No,
owed-
Brady won 7.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right.
So everyone's trying to catch one guy now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I feel like you guys should be like, the Steelers should be like, "Hey,
Hey,
we got to go all in on winning."
both Brady and Nick Saban have 7 rings like Ariana Grande. 7 rings, the song.
If you like my finger, better put a ring on it.
Wait, Ariana's got a song called 7 Rings?
Yeah, Ariana Grande. It's to the tune of My Favorite Things, the Christmas Carol song.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Logan, I have no idea. I don't know anything about Ariana Grande.
That's all.
I just found out that she was victorious.
I love the Patriots owner, finally a man that recommends massage parlors for us common folk. No, Polar Knights, I think you're confusing Robert Kraft with Deshaun Watson, but nice try.
I heard. I think it was yesterday. Terry Bradshaw, who commented about the Steelers situation with Mike Tomlin, and he mentioned the Rooney family, and I mean, the Rooney family, they are the standards of excellence in sports ownership. They should be what every sports owner should aspire to be in terms of loyalty and faith. But that loyalty and faith, I think, has done them a disservice in this situation. And I agree with Adam 110%, not because I like the guy, but because
Thanks. You don't like me? You
I
fuck,
don't
huh?
knows.
that's right, you fucking loser. No, I'm kidding. No, I do agree with Adam that because the Rooneys are so loyal and so faithful to their personnel, that it's blinded them to the fact that this is an organization that for so long has aspired to win championships. That's been their goal. Chuck Noll, when he became a head coach, Adam, correct me if I'm wrong here because you're the Steeler fan and I'm not. Chuck Noll never lost more than what, 3-4 games in a season.
His first year as head coach was awful.
Yeah.
And then
After that,
the second year, I don't think was very much better. And then he drafted the 4.
yep, and there you go. And then Bill Cowher, who took over after Chuck Noll, had his string of success as well. And the Steelers
I think if there had been social media, Jay, I think we would have been saying the same.
Yeah.
Logan, you're getting comments now.
Yeah, we would have. I think.
But I think we would have been on the same boat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who the hell is this guy?
Dude, this guy's piling
Someone
on.
on-
Logan. You better say
Someone
something.
on Twitch, buddy. I don't know.
Logan, did you play as Chunk in the game when you was younger? Do the truffle shuffle, Logan.
I can't. My body won't let me.
All right.
I'm laying down right now. This is the laziest I've ever been.
Where I was going with this is that bottom line, the Steelers are an organization historically that has always settled for championships and nothing less. And they got away from that because of their loyalty to Tomlin. Well, now I think they need to get back to what made them a successful championship caliber organization in the first place. And I do think they need to move on from Tomlin. They need a different voice in that locker room. They need a different voice with the personnel. Bring in somebody else. Let Tomlin coach Jacksonville. Let him coach Atlanta. Whoever else gets fired, let Tomlin.
I could do it too, Logan, just to let you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The pen, I watched you. Jay, I saw something. I don't know how true it was, but Garrett Wilson in a second round pick in 2026 for Mike Tomlin. I saw this was on the table.
That's interesting because I also saw a Garrett Wilson to Green Bay Packers trade proposal. So, I mean, hey, when it comes to the Jets and trade proposals, you can never shoot anything down entirely. But Garrett Wilson going to the Steelers, I don't know. Adam, are you comfortable with Russell Wilson throwing him the football?
Yes.
Okay, so every week, Jay, also before you came on, every week you guys ask me who I would want as head coach. I think the question should be who wouldn't want to be the head coach? Who would not want to come to Pittsburgh and coach this team?
A lot of candidates are going to want the job. That's what I said.
That's a good point. It's a better.
So,
It's
like,
a better
you can
job.
put me on the spot all you want, but at the same time, it's like who's not going to want to come to Pittsburgh?
It's a better job than the Raiders. It's a better job than the Bears. It's a better job than the Jaguars, just because of the Rooney family and that tradition of excellence that they have there.
You can follow 3,000 people on Discord,
Twitch.
Yeah.
on Twitch.
I didn't know that either. I'm
There's
learning
not
all
even
kind of shit.
There's not even 10 good people on Twitch.
Oh, we're
like-
on Twitch. We're on Twitch
there-
right now.
Oh, well, there's only and we're number one. We're the number one. You're the number one channel on Twitch.
I would be floored. I would be excited. I don't care. I'm just tired of the staleness.
All right. Hey, if I'm the Steelers, I would make that trade for Garrett Wilson, but first I would want to get a quarterback who could actually throw him the football rather than Russell Wilson.
Let's go from there. Let's one step at a time.
Okay, we'll move on then.
No, Russell Wilson is not the answer. Apparently, Justin Fields is also not the answer.
Nope.
I mean, I also talked to her about this earlier, Jay. Apparently, we just signed Skylar Moore.
What? You just mentioned Matt Moore being the backup to the backup. If that's true, then Skylar Thompson is the backup to the backup to the backup to the backup. Lots of luck with that one.
Apparently, I saw this today. I think Amanda Vance reposted it, and she said, "No,
She's hot,
no,
Amanda
no."
Huh?
But it was off of someone's site, so
Okay.
said- the
Polar
Steelers-
Knights. We need to make it worth it for Polar Knights because he deleted the fat girl doing squats for $1. Jamie, what can you offer him instead of the fat girl doing squats? Please don't
What
do
can
the
I
truffle
offer to
shuffle.
him? Let's see.
No, Logan, you're the shuffle might be worth it.
I'm
Logan.
not doing it.
Not the fat girl doing squats. I think it should be
If I do squats, there will be air exiting out my bunghole. So,
I think I could offer
and that's
I think I
$2.
could offer Paige Spearneck playing golf.
Oh. Dude, Logan, I just had a really bad mental picture
She
right
got
now.
some
Thanks for
top
that.
lines, Paige Spearneck.
Why am I getting messed with this one weird guy? The one day I don't have my A game, and
Did you ever have an A game?
I thought so.
You thought
Apparently it was
so.
just a triple
Or
A.
did you leave it
game, I
outside
guess.
in your van or your car or whatever?
No. I think I just, the alcohol makes the brain go well.
Logan, is that a
Do well.
red Pirates hat in the background?
No, it's a Cardinals helmet.
I was just checking. Oh, all right. It looked like a P. I don't know. I was like red Pirates hat.
It's an
What we-
it's an 80s helmet.
I thought it was one of those little helmets that you get nachos in or something, Logan.
Ice cream.
No.
Yeah, ice cream or what's the
No, there's-
Dippin' Dots? Dippin' Dots.
Logan, whatever you've done, we've just gained 14 followers, like people watching.
Yes. Thanks, Logan. Keep it up, buddy.
All I've done
Maybe they're all tuning. Maybe they're all tuning in to see you do your squats and pass gas.
Jeez. Which, listen,
What followers do we just gain, or do we gain viewers?
Viewers.
44 we have right now.
okay.
Yeah,
Let
well,
me
like
tell you a
5
story
minutes ago,
about
we were at
autism.
30. We were at 31 5 minutes ago.
So either way,
Wow.
Logan's flatulence has affected the show negatively or positively.
I think it was because we talked about Adam's tramp stamp.
Would be open the gate.
What are we doing? Wait, what? I'm not doing anything crazy. I run this shit. I just watch.
Logan, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't pick on you, man.
Adam said he had a tramp stamp. Yeah, I know. We're best friends. We haven't talked to each other in forever, but
That's why we
all I
talked
see is you
Saturday,
tag
Jay,
me
because
and
I
being
told you
like,
Logan
"Oh,
wanted to be on the
can't
show.
wait till you get angry about
Yep.
this."
Yeah, you also mentioned you were trying to get Tom from Quincy
Oh.
on the show too.
I was. I couldn't get a hold of him.
That's okay. I'll convince him. We sometimes chat back and forth on X. I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
This dude.
I gotta get going, guys. All right.
All right, Jay.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye, Jamie. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Take care,
Jamie, how
Jimmy.
do
God
people
bless.
Jamie, how do people get you before you leave?
You guys can follow me at Jamie Malloy, the Bill's Chat One at Bill's Chat One at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist at DJ Dog Tags handle right here on X. And also you can follow me on theforkball.com where I write about all sports. Thank you very much.
You're all
Thank you
over
guys
the
very
place,
much
man.
for listening. For more content on Driving Productions, please visit our YouTube stream, YouTube page, Twitch stream, Facebook stream, X, wherever you consume your podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. And as always, we're driving to the top. See you later, guys.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
Jamie, thank you,
I'm
buddy.
laughing at Jason for
Take care, Jamie.
doing the interpretive dance here.
Bye.
to keep Oh, those are not trophies. Oh, by the way, if I ever get disconnected, I want you guys to know you can find me in the nearest alley in an old refrigerator box. So,
What are you
playing
laughing
with
about?
myself.
Jay, is your
And,
wife laughing at you?
No, my wife isn't laughing at me, but my daughter is.
Hi, daughter.
That's the first
Say-
time she's ever made an appearance on a show.
It is. Say hi to Adam.
Is that the soft? That's a softball player, the
Hey,
volleyball player.
Tell her she is now
That
YouTube
is.
famous.
She's
She
my pride and joy. Yep, she plays
she is on
volleyball,
the-
plays softball.
She's
she
sharing
coming
a
in- is
screen
she
with the
gonna come
guy
say hi?
who He can.
She might. You want to come
Watson.
say hi? So this guy right there with the orange hoodie is Adam. That loser down on the bottom is Logan.
Hey, tell us who your favorite third baseman was in 1982. That's the only year your dad knows baseball. So
Yeah, Logan wants to know who your favorite third baseman was in 1982 because that's the only year that I know of in baseball. You weren't even. You're right. You were born in 2010.
oh my, don't say that. That's just
What?
hurtful. I can't even think of 2010-year-olds walking around.
Can you do me a favor?
Like-
Can you please say as loud as you can to Logan, "Shut the hell up"? Oh. Yes,
He's like-
gentlemen, that's my daughter, who I'm very proud of, who I love very much. Yeah, she was over there smirking at me because she heard me say something. So I'm like, what's your problem? What's the matter?
Well, she was watching you dance too.
She was.
I realized that recognize Polar Nights. He subscribed to my OnlyFans channel whenever I was selling feet pics for $10, and I used to do like little faces on my toes, and so I would just do this little piggy went to the market. Anyways,
Did you sell him the Rex Ryan?
Yeah. Huh?
Did you sell him the Rex Ryan? See your other best friend?
Yeah, Rex Ryan, my other best friend, he would get his hair tangled up in my toes, like in betwixt the toes.
Logan, do you have trophies in your basement? What's going on here? Is it normal to keep trophies in the basement? Don't judge
I
me.
don't even know where my trophies are. I didn't win anything in particular except Cy Young. I love Logan's
Thank you.
Dexter fan page. I'm a recreator, man. Dexter. Oh, Dexter. I'm not even gonna get into Dexter right now.
So what's going on with the Cardinals here in the offseason, buddy?
They hate me. That's what.
Well,
Nolan Arenado is going to the Dodgers, apparently, according to everyone else, except
Nope.
and they would
Except
rather have
Jason.
Max. They would rather have Max Muncy than Arenado at third base, who I'm pretty sure I've heard on multiple occasions Jason say, "Ooh, I hate Max Muncy. He's the worst player ever."
You're right. I won't deny it. Watching Max Muncy field third base is like watching the freaking circus. But I will say this: he improved a lot in the second half of last season defensively. Was he Mike Schmidt? No. But was he as bad as he was last season? Not either. But I still don't like the guy defensively, and he still swings the bat like Helen Keller at a pinata party. So, got to do something about the plate discipline there, Max. Even though, with the ironic thing is, the guy freaking walks. He walks a lot. His on base percentage.
Why
is
are you
very
not
high.
going after Nolan? Why are you not going after Nolan?
From what I've heard, guys, the reason why they've completely put a kibosh on any Nolan Arenado trade is because of two things. Number one, how much money the Dodgers would have to eat in his existing Cardinals contract, and then number two, they wouldn't have any room for him to be a starter in the infield, even if they moved him to first. You're not going to move him to first base because Freddie's there. And even though Max Muncy said he was willing to play a platoon role to have Arenado go there, Arenado has said time and again he doesn't want to be a platoon player. He still wants to start. And you can't put him anywhere in the outfield because the Dodgers have so many freaking outfielders. They're literally falling off trees. So, it's like Logan.
Can we give Polar Nights like 5 minutes of fame? Like, can we give him a link so that way he can talk to us? And I I want him to come on and have a conversation with us for 5 minutes, and then we kick him back into obscurity.
Logan, you can piss in a jar and call it Granny Sweet Tea for all I care. Bring this guy on. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah.
See if I don't even
if
know.
I pee in a jar,
I don't
it's
even
gonna-
understand
yeah.
fucking Twitch. I just know he can go live on it. I have no idea. Polar Nights, do you have a Twitter account that we can send you the link to?
Can you private message it? I don't know how Twitch works.
He's
actually.
on Twitch. I don't know. I don't know anything about Twitch.
Just send him a link on the nearest like Ooh Woo Girls like page and like say just tattoo it on your feet and like instead of Andy, just put here's the stream link and then he'll just like lick it off and Logan, be nice to Jason, respect your elders. Okay. And then
The
he said,
thing is, I think we are being nice to Logan, and he knows that.
yeah. Unfortunately, I know this. This is a good day out. This is a good day. This is like not even a Facebook. I have issues of giving my personal. Ooh, good.
Polar Knight says,
Now let's
Twitter,
discuss
hell
your
no.
social security number. Okay, mine
I
is
don't blame Polar Knights for not wanting to give personal shit away. I'm pretty
282.
protective over my stuff too.
483862. Okay, remember that. Give it away to the nearest bidder. We're going to try to see who can ruin my credit score faster, me or Polar Knights. Starting now. Okay, I still ruined it faster. Okay. Okay, well, Polar Knights, I'm going to be thinking about you for the rest of my life. And it's going to be like, ooh, what could have been? I'm going to be thinking in the nursing home, ooh, I remember that guy. He was cool. Like a polar bear. Okay, I got it. How is my driving? Ask for Logan. Okay, maybe he's already in the nursing home. Is that
Polar Knights, I'm so sorry. Normally he's not this finicky. Whenever I mention Yadier Molina, he just flies off the handle. So I'm sorry.
I
It's
do.
my fault. I instigated it.
I have been I have been defending Yachty lately, so I am very happy.
Really?
You know,
so if you woke up tomorrow morning and all of a sudden the St. Louis Cardinals announced they were firing Oli Marmol and replacing it with Yadi Molina, you'd have no problem with that?
I don't care.
You lying dog. You know you would.
No, I honestly, I would be okay with it because adding Yadier Molina as the manager would mean Albert Pujols as the hitting coach and Adam Wainwright as the pitching coach, and I think that would be interesting. But there's no way, I don't think Yadier Molina would ever save the Cardinals, and I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, I don't believe in the Cardinals at all, so I'm kind of disinterested in the Cardinals, which is why I'm kind of been like, oh, I'm going to hop on the Yankees bandwagon for a little bit. And BRB, big news. He's got big news.
You know, Logan, I will say that I've always respected the Cardinals organization because I felt for a long time they've been well run in terms of not only just success, but keeping their team on the direction they want to go for long-term success. But it seems like the last couple of years, it's like Bill DeWitt and that front office just don't know what direction they want to go. So I don't know. Am I overestimating this, or am I hitting the nail right on the head here with DeWitt in that front office?
DeWitt doesn't. It's so weird. It seems like this is the attitude of all the the NL Central teams.
We all suck.
We are always struggling to make money, and poor us. We are the poorest group of owners in all of MLB because we're in Middle America, and we don't have like the draw like New York or LA does, and so we can't.
See, that's not true.
We can't compete like that. And
that's not true.
Yeah.
If you put winners in the ballpark, people will come.
Right.
St. Louis is a
People
great
will come,
baseball
right?
town.
If you put people in Pittsburgh, you put players in Pittsburgh, we will sell out.
St.
mean, look.
St. Louis is
I mean, look at how many people from St. Louis do that drive over to PNC Park. Look how many people come from Chicago. Look how many people come from San Francisco and LA because tickets are 10 times cheaper and they know they can sit field
Right.
level. It's just
Right. He's clickbaiting you. I think they're waiting for Kamala to start an OnlyFans page. So
someone just broke into her house and stole her big.
seeing Logan live on Twitch it is unbelievable. Jeez.
Dude, Polar Nights is laying into you like a Persian rug, my friend.
I miss
Logan's
the
big
days-
return tonight, and this is what we get. I love it.
Right, exactly. No
I
wonder
miss
he
the
hasn't
days
been on the
when we
show
would
for
just
like
make-
5 years.
Yeah. I miss the days when we made fun of Adam all the time and he just took it.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so like yeah, it's weird. The NL Central is just weird because I don't like they always want to play victim. You're right about the owners, like they've realized that, you know, whenever the Dodgers come into town, they make more money off those tickets than they do having to actually play their own team. And so it's just weird. Baseball is kind of broken. We need a salary floor, I think. I don't think we need a ceiling.
We
I don't-
need it. We need a set the bar salary cap. Not a cap, but
He needs a 20. Hey, tell him you can just roll it up. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to finish that one. This is because I'm a good boy, Logan, now. I'm no longer unhinged, you know, flying off the walls, you know, doing crack cocaine live on the internet. I mean,
Logan, you've
I
come a
never did
long way, my man. You've come
I
a long way.
I've mellowed out, and now I'm being persecuted by a guy named Polar Nights.
and me and Jay are loving it.
We are. Every damn minute of it.
So, but yeah, the Cardinals are just weird. They need to just sack up and be like, Bill DeWitt is the fourth richest owner, I think, right now. And the Cardinals, up until last year, was like the third most attended, had the third most attendance in MLB behind the Yankees and Dodgers. And so, you know, this has been a continuing thing. So they're making money. You're living the life laying on a couch in the basement, talk sports. I am talking sports. Thank you. My life is unfortunately not this. And this is not a basement. We can't afford a basement. Thank you very much, Polar. Thanks for reminding me of my poverty.
What is it?
That's all I got.
Is it one of those tiny houses or something that you build in your backyard in your mom's property or something?
It was a Lego house, and we just built it up. It was like one of those buy your own Lincoln Logs, and yeah, so Lincoln Logs and Legos and blood, sweat, and semen, and
Ooh.
yeah, so it was just a mixture of everything. So that was about it.
She really wants to make her debut,
We'll
doesn't
say
she?
that-
We should just send her a link.
We really don't need to discuss that.
Right. Well, she's making dinner right now.
What are we having?
Chicken that I grilled last night. And what else? What else are you having, hon?
You're having
You're gonna have
steak and
milk?
chicken? I didn't have shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
I wiped
her-
out my.
Tell her I'm getting into basketball. Ask her how high do you think I should draft Michael Jordan?
Logan wants to know how high you think he should draft Michael Jordan.
Has she even heard of this
Yeah.
guy?
Oh, she has. She knows that I grew up a Lakers fan, a Magic Johnson fan, so she's heard all the Magic versus Michael stories from me. Yes. Never
Jay,
mind.
being in LA, what was the bigger story? Like, was it Johnson and Bird, or was it Jordan and Johnson?
Oh no! It was Johnson and Bird. It was Johnson and Bird, without a doubt. Jordan came along at the tail end of both the Lakers Showtime era and the Celtics dynasty. Before that, the NBA became as popular as it became because of Johnson and Bird. You had the East Coast, the West Coast, Boston and LA, still the two NBA teams that have the most championships combined than any other team in that sport. The Celtics have won, I think, including a couple of years ago, I think they've won 19. The Lakers have won 18. And it was definitely Johnson and Bird. And I remember growing up as a kid watching those rivalries, and they were competitive, they were physical, they were tough. And as much as Larry and Magic hated each other on the court, off the court, those guys were tighter than Logan's pucker. I mean, they were
Oh, no.
close. And
I know. I was pretty wild, so.
But no, Adam, it definitely was all about Johnson and Bird. In fact, a lot of NBA historians argue that Magic Johnson and Larry Bird made the NBA what it became because of their rivalry and because of all the championship success between those two teams. So it was definitely Magic and Bird.
I always see shorts. I've never actually seen the movie Bird or whatever that movie was called.
Watch the documentary on Netflix about Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, and that will give you a greater context as to how great that rivalry really was, how historic it was, but also how important it was for the NBA in terms of its popularity when it ballooned. And it grew bigger when Michael Jordan burst on the scene. So while you credit Johnson and Bird for creating the hype in the NBA, Michael Jordan took it to that next level. So credit Jordan for picking up the baton and running with it there from Magic and Larry.
Yeah, Adam. Ooh.
Look, I wiped out today on my driveway whenever I got home. I fucking hit my head and smashed my back. I feel great.
Nice.
Yeah, it sucked. Just laid there. I was like I know I might have had a concussion. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I am taking notes. Thank you. Jason does have all the answers. Jason, here's the most important question I want to ask you. Where do
Yeah, go
babies
for it.
come from?
Huh?
Where do babies come from?
Work.
Well, do I really have to answer that?
Where on never mind.
The stork.
The stork.
What he said, the stork.
The pelican stork. Pelicans and
I'm pretty sure we're not ready to have the birds and the bees conversation with Jay's daughter right there.
oh yeah.
Oh,
right.
actually, she has vacated the room now, so you can, if you want to have it, you better do it now before she comes back in and finishes dinner.
You can get naked.
Well, that's funny. We start talking about this stuff, we gain viewers.
Right? Go figure.
Oh gosh. Okay, so let's talk crap about old people. Yeah, I don't know any old people anymore. I'm so far out of this whole realm. I don't remember how to talk to people. I am a little scared watching Logan. I look just like him, Daddy.
Logan, I did get a new one for the collection though.
I'm not starting this right now.
You like that one?
Tim Wakefield.
Absolutely.
Nice. When was Tim Wakefield at?
Early
You don't-
1990s. Did Logan freeze up on us?
You might have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I got this
Logan,
one.
When did
I got this one too.
Nice.
Logan, Tim Wakefield played for the Pirates in the early 90s.
Okay, That's right. I forget he played other than 2003 and 4.
Yep.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I've been out of it. Like I make the occasional 7th inning stretch appearance. And
I got
then
this one to piss Jay off.
No, you didn't piss me off. You gave me an extra sense of pride when you purchased that Freddie Freeman jersey. That's a good one.
I can't
I have
stand
a- I have a Corey Seager one too.
That's right, you do. I remember you told me about that.
I don't like the Dodgers away jerseys. I don't like it in cursive.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, thanks for affirming my like or dislike.
You dislike Freddie Freeman?
No, I said I dislike the Dodgers away uniforms, and then you said, "Okay, that's fine." Like I offended you, but also didn't.
Okay. Well, if you dislike the Dodgers away jerseys, then I dislike the Cardinals powder blue alternates. So there.
That's fine.
Deal with that.
That's okay. That's fine.
All right. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, mofo.
Wow, this is the first for me. Hurricane No Man have ever showed me his wardrobe before. Oh,
These are just my jerseys for the show, guys.
yeah.
Have you
I
ever
don't-
worn? Have you
I
ever
don't
worn
really-
that? Have you ever worn that Troy Polamalu one there, Adam?
I wore the one behind me. This one?
Yeah.
No,
Okay. Okay.
no. But I wore. Where is it? I wore this one to the Hall of Fame when he got inducted.
You didn't wear it to medieval times and root for the yellow and black knight?
Hey, hey. You guys are trying to pull me off sides here.
Seriously, you should be on the soccer pitch with that jersey, Adam.
Do you regret being a Steelers fan whenever they wear those jerseys?
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
I feel they should wear black pants with it, and not that grayish tan shit.
Mm.
Black pants would look so much better with this outfit than
like when the
whatever.
when the Cowboys wear their Thanksgiving Day wardrobe or their not outfits, their jerseys. What do you call jerseys? When they wear those, I'm like, I hate this more than anything.
Should I go get
On the
mine?
Spectrum. Who's saying this? Is this Jason? Dang
Yep.
it. Oh my gosh.
Should I go get my Thanksgiving Day jersey for Cowboys?
No, please don't. I hate it so much. I hate the helmet more. I don't know why.
I always said I would get a Felix Jones jersey when he went pro, and unfortunately he went to the Cowboys. So I was like, all right, looks like I finally get a Cowboys jersey.
Bees are an endangered species, Adam. So you have that going for you.
Dude, let me tell you something. Like, did you guys ever try Mike's Hot Honey?
I did.
It's fucking delicious.
Put it on pizza. It was nice.
I did too, with pickles and anyway.
Then I bathed in it.
Jay, is your daughter using Mike's Hot Honey right now with the chicken?
No, I think she's just using barbecue sauce.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
Please.
Which one?
This conversation went extremely downhill when Dylan and Jamie left.
It sure
How did that happen?
Because it's the three originals
Yeah.
and we know each other.
For
There you go.
chemistry. You know, we need Ryan. Why is Ryan not here?
Because he's in Florida.
Because
Ryan's
Ryan
dead.
gets up at like 4:00 in the morning now. He has
I
a
get up
big
at
boy
3.
job. He has a big boy.
I
He has
have
a big
a
boy
little
job.
girl job, so I sell cookies in the middle of Walmart.
All right. So if we can plan this next Tuesday, I will message Ryan and see if we can get him on here.
And I will message Tom and see if I can get a response from him.
You can't message him, Adam?
Who, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can message him.
Oh.
He's
But he
just got a
only
new dog.
listens to Jason? Oh, okay.
Tom got a new
Let's get
dog.
Gina on there too.
I talked to Gina the other day, actually.
Did he?
I did.
I don't know how, but I ended up not like it seems like she's fallen off the face of the planet for me.
She still does her show every Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, she does it every Tuesday. I chat with her every now and then on X. She's still around. She's had a lot going on in her personal life, so she's been busy.
Big. She's a big TMZ type of person now.
Is she?
I don't know. Is she?
Yeah, she does stuff for TMZ now.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. She's an actor.
Did not know that. Gina, do tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
you
us
can.
where all the bodies are buried.
For the love of Logan's wardrobe, tell us.
Oh man. What are you gonna do the shuffle so Polar Knights can be happy?
No.
I saw you lift. I saw you start to lift.
You got to tease them so that way they sink more money into it, and then they're paying more. Gosh, you've never been a cam girl, have you? And it shows.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, Logan. It's not my MO.
Yeah. You know, you watch enough of it. You've seen so many of me on my strip teases. You would think that you would know all about the business by now.
Logan, I just fast forward to the end. All right.
Yeah, I know. You don't. Great things come to those who wait, and then you're just you. Never mind. You.
I just skip right to the end, buddy.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I don't have time to watch a 5-minute video. By golly, what?
Nah, just fine. No,
Yeah.
I don't. Oh.
That's like 20 cycles right there. Oh gosh. I need a protein bar if I have to watch it all that.
Jay, I don't even want to know what you're typing.
My wife is just taking my dinner order. She wants to know how much longer I'm going to be.
Oh, what are you getting?
What are you getting?
I guess she wants to get a $6 meal deal at McDonald's. She wants to know if I want a McDouble or a McChicken sandwich. Let's see. I want barbecue sauce.
You better tell your daughter to get involved here so that way she's not fucking pissed.
Fuck that. She already had her dinner. She made her bed. Now she's going to lay in it.
Jeez.
At least get an extra fry so she doesn't steal yours.
I will, thanks. And you know what I really need? I need is a double with grilled onions from In-N-Out Burger. That is what I freaking need. But McDonald's.
I can change the MO, buddy. Go for it.
I wish I could.
I never had it. I never had that burger.
Really?
It,
The Dutchman?
We don't have one. We don't have one around here.
that's right.
Just like in St. Louis, I don't have that gas station called the Come and Go.
Or Buc-ee's. Do you guys have Buc-ee's back there?
I have a Come and Go, but it's not a gas station. It's a pump and fill.
Dude, pumping. I don't want to know what. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
So, Jay, if you're ever driving on 40,
Okay.
there's gas stations in St. Louis called Come and
My
Go's.
alma mater.
Okay.
And it's also what's the famous place there, Logan?
Come and Go?
No, the Uranus Fudge Factory.
Oh, I've heard of that place. I've seen
Oh,
the signs
yeah,
for it.
Uranus. It's actually good fudge. It's actually really good
It is
fudge.
good fudge. It is good fudge. Coming out of Uranus.
It's the weirdest place on earth, but it's a really good place.
You see signs.
I'll take.
You
the
see
word
signs for it up and down 40, like no problem.
Yeah.
Well, my
Yeah,
brother's
and they-
my brother's
they-
driven 40 before, so I'll ask him about it.
They yeah, and they definitely lay in the innuendos uh like leave some room for fudge and uh make sure you can pack all you can in Uranus and like the like empty yourself at the in Uranus or empty Uranus in Uranus. Uh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I
Polar,
mean,
Polar Nights, you're not going to chime in with anything here?
Yeah, this has been comedy gold for the last 10 minutes. Nothing
Evening
but
at the fucking
sweet,
improv.
sweet anal jokes. But
Flatulence.
like I can't stand In and Out. Speaking of anal and Uranus, like In and Out is so disgusting. I try the fries are horrible. Are the fries better in California? I have to think so.
Well, I mean, it depends on which In-N-Out you go to. There's a whole shitload of them up and down this state. But if you're going to get fries at In-N-Out, Logan, you got to get them animal style. Get them animal
Right?
style.
I tried it and the cheese was like a block of cheese, so I got stuck the fork in and all the fries came up and
Okay, now that you have a
Couldn't
serious
deal.
beef with, because that's what pisses me off about In-N-Out. When they pour the dressing and the cheese on the fries, they stick it
Oh.
in one general area on the fries. And it's like you don't spread the shit out to cover the whole entree of fries. It's just in one general area. That pisses me off too, man. I hear you.
yeah. All
In and Out Burger. Are you listening? Fucking spread your cheeks, cheese out.
Damn right.
Yeah.
You have my business for life, aside from the fact that I love your food products.
Yeah.
Do it right, In-N-Out. Thank you.
animal
I
style
never
would
ate
be
there,
so
so I
much
couldn't
better
tell
if
you shit about it.
the fries didn't taste like 10-day-old potatoes and cheese wasn't,
Yeah, but
like
see,
just sliced cheese.
But see, I like the fries because they're fresh, and you can see them actually slice the potatoes when you're going through the drive-through. So they are potatoes. Yes, don't ever doubt the freshness of In-N-Out's ingredients, man.
Oh my gosh. I will
That's right.
always question. Yeah. I'm very lucky to live in Texas where I get the best of both worlds. I get the In and Out and I also get the Steak and Shake. And I also get Whataburger and Culver's and Freddy's.
Whataburger is a hack. I've had it many times. It's a hack.
Don't just
Listen,
don't.
Jay.
Actually, I think
Hey, maybe
Shake Shack
every-
is worse.
It's overpriced.
So
Five Guys.
we don't.
I
We
would
don't
rather
have a
go to
steak.
Five Guys.
We don't have a.
What?
We don't have a Steak and Shake anymore. They got rid of it out where I live, like out in Robinson.
So
They
my
built a
brother.
Steak and Shake.
My brother lives in Tennessee, and when I've gone back to see him, he takes me to those places, Steak and Shake. They have a Whataburger in Tennessee, a couple of them, Shake Shack, and all like that. I'm like, sorry, I was born and raised on In-N-Out. Hard for me to find another quality burger.
Steak and Shake fries are 10 times better than
Steak and Shake fries were good. I do recall those. Those were fucking.
And-
those were pretty
and
good.
the
Jay.
shakes. The Nutella shake is on point. It's 10 times. I mean,
So,
like
Jay, your brother lives in Tennessee, and he's taking you to these fast food places. There's so much good food in Tennessee.
Yes, there is, especially in downtown Nashville. The barbecue
I was gonna
joints
say,
down
Bert,
there.
you got Bourbon Street 2 there, and everything
Bourbon.
else.
no, you're
Yep.
thinking of it's what is it? Broadway, right?
Broadway. Yeah.
Nashville.
There's also a Broadway in Louisville too.
Yep.
Bourbon is New Orleans.
I call hey, there's just so much
Anything's
better
bourbon when
food.
Adam's got a drink in his hands.
Is that the go sign?
Is that the wow? That was very subtle.
I just made a gesture at you with the camera turned off that you don't want to see. That's why I turned off the camera.
Your daughter is in the room, man. Gosh, some parents just have no sense of respect.
I will say this, Logan, if you had known me when I was in my 20s, you would not have liked me.
We probably all would
Yeah.
have got along.
I actually think because
Listen,
you
Andrew
say
Dice Clay
that,
was my
we would have
favorite
been
comedian.
like best friends because I was the
Little boy
worst person
blue.
ever.
Why?
Yeah, Andrew
Because he
Dice.
needed the money.
Jay, Jay, I think we would have got along fine.
Oh yeah, you and I, Adam, we would have been like
Logan
like
would have been that. Logan would have been that kick at the parties that was always drunk, and we always got along.
Logan would have been like who's that one bully?
I never
from
got
that one
drunk
movie?
at parties.
Logan was the party.
I'm confused.
Logan
Unfortunately,
reminds
yeah.
me of Jonah Hill from Superbad. You know, the guy who
don't start
puts
that.
alcohol.
McLovin?
Yeah, no, not McLovin. The big kid with the curly red hair. He reminds me of Seth. That's his name, Seth.
Oh, Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I was around for parties, but I didn't really get drunk. I did do a couple of handstands. But yeah, I was mostly
So when I turned 21, my buddies hired a certain dancer of the exotic type to come to my apartment. And by the time she got there, I had already downed about 5 shots of Everclear and 3 shots of whiskey. And I was literally because I was 21 and I wanted to get drunk. And so when the dancer, she put a chair in the middle of our living room and she told me to, take off my pants, take off my shirt, just get in my skivvies and my boxers and then sit in the chair. So I'm sitting on the chair and I'm feeling so sick, like seriously feel like I'm going to throw up.
Oh.
So she's straddling me like an Italian stallion.
No.
And then all of a sudden you hear me go like that. And then she goes, "Oh my God, what's the matter?" I'm going to fucking throw up. And then she jumps off me so fast and darts out our apartment. All my buddies are getting pissed off and throwing shit at me because I scared the dancer off. I did end up yakking off the balcony of my apartment. But the point being said is that I ruined the evening's entertainment on my 21st birthday because I had downed so many shots of Everclear and whiskey that I almost puked on the exotic dancer. By the way, women, I have respect for you. I really do. Been married for 21 years. I have a daughter. This was back in my reckless youth when Adam and I would have got along. But still,
Still get along.
now they hate each
still
other.
get along. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Dude, I had a tender moment there and you fucked it up.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. Let me set the mood. He was lonely and he puked on women. He had
just
no
that once.
respect. But
Just
then he
that
got
once.
married and had a child. Okay, now Jason.
Now, but
He doesn't puke
older.
on his. Oh,
No, I'm older. I'm wiser. I've learned from my mistakes. Now I puke on 2 dancers instead of 1.
so polar nut. Wait, what? Are you
No.
polar nights?
waiting.
The moral of the story is only puke on the ones you love, your wife and your daughter.
That is exactly right.
That's disgusting. Anyway,
Adam, I'm waiting for you to host the show. I mean, I've been carrying you for about an hour and a half, so
Logan,
I'm already.
Logan, what's the one thing you've learned about doing shows? When you have guests that love talking, the host does not have to say much.
I'm underpaid.
You
know
are
what?
underpaid.
I'm up in my fee.
That's fine. What are
Polar
we
Knight
at?
and I are going on the road, so
You and Polar Knights going on the road?
yeah, we're gonna do a stand-up show. It's gonna be called Polar Stone, and it's gonna end with like one of us having 6 drug overdoses, and
Why wouldn't
yeah,
you
and
call
then
it
the band's
Stone
gonna
Knights?
break up. What?
Why wouldn't you
Stone
call it
Knights?
Stone Knights?
That's stolen
Is your
from
theme
a porno I directed 10 years ago.
Is your theme song going to be Southern Nights by Glenn Campbell? Southern Nights. I gotta talk about those Southern Nights.
I'm not a homosexual, so I
didn't insinuate that you were. I just started
I do
singing a song
not
like Glenn Campbell, and you started accusing me of being a homophobe, you prick.
I listen. what you hate on in the middle of the night with your white robes and your swastikas is no
Wait.
business of mine.
How do you know I have white robes?
Trust me, I can recognize a cyclops when I see one. But anyways, I would just like to say I do not have a rhinestone cowboy asshole or
Like a
Southern
rhinestone
within-
cowboy.
Oh my gosh! Oh, this
I
is
think right now is
setting
the
back
perfect
my
time for
therapy
us to just
months and
yeah.
years.
Right now is the perfect time to
Yeah.
cut this shit loose. 'Cause
I'm
we're
falling
losing all
asleep.
sense of normalcy here.
Yeah, you look like you're falling asleep, Stone Knights.
Yeah.
Southern Nights.
Stone Knights. Oh yeah.
My name is Logan.
Oh gosh.
And I love
And
the
he's starting to
Southern
sing.
Nights.
All right.
All right. On that
Oh.
note, no pun intended.
Tonight on Open Sports Mike, we were all over the place, and I'm okay with it.
There's no structure at all.
Not
But apparently
tonight.
it worked for like 15 people, so that was fun.
We're at
How many
47.
people?
We're at more viewers now that we're just talking about anything than we were earlier.
Okay. Well, since it's the end of the show, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Oh, we got the truffle. How about a little truffle shuffle to end the night?
Mama.
My body cannot have a seizure right now, okay? You give me about 200 milligrams of cocaine, then yeah, we can have a seizure, and I can do it on accident, be like, ah!
Jesus Christ, 200 milligrams. Holy fudge.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, this nose is a motor.
Oh my God. All right. Hey, I'm
I don't
at
know.
Sports Talking It, and follow me there. Get me there. Anyway, driving to the top. Hit that like, subscribe, guys. Everybody have a good night.
Oh,